Good afternoon, Twitch. It's January 9th, 2026, and I'm going to be starting a Bioshock 1 playthrough for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Just so y'all know, I did my warm-up, my vocal warm-up. The warm-up I've always used ever since I was a kid. I'm not gonna say it because it's a special, very special moment that I keep private. It's very private, personal to me. A little ridiculous, a little inhuman, kind of insane. But the way it goes is you can say you're made of things. You're made of stuff, right? Like, what are you made of? Like, what are you saying that you are? What are you? You know, what are you? So you have to write down your own answer to that question and introduce yourself as how you'd like to be heard, how you like others to hear you. I am healing from a cold. I'm doing a lot better. I went to the doctor today. I got my blood taken for some tests. STDs and vitamins. So that's really fun. But I've been on antibiotics now for a few days, and my butthole is amazing. I have an amazing butthole again, and I'm feeling blessed and healthy and enjoying the spring weather. It's nice and warm, beautiful weather out. Feeling healthy enough to have a drink, having a cool beverage. I'm going to pick medium difficulty, so this isn't trifling, and it's also not too much of a cakewalk. I don't want to make this too easy. Now the eggs are in the scramble. Ryan will be taking down Fontaine, or Fontaine will be taking down Ryan. (1960) Mid-Atlantic. Yeah, some troll-like fingernails. God damn it. What kind of vitamin deficiencies this guy have? Need some hair, skin, and nail vitamins. So I played Bioshock a bunch. I'm not new to this, but it's pretty cool. The game, it actually inspired me to be a biologist and get my bachelor's of science degree. Which I did at a very prestigious school. I went to a very good university, the University of Florida. These mad scientists, though, have such knowledge, even though this is simulated. The things that they know about are just otherworldly, and it really provokes and stimulates your imagination about being alive and the passage of time. You know, what happens to people or society when we have nowhere to go. In a medical way, we turn to chemicals and substances. To prolong our lives. even if it means, trespassing humanity or the natural world, what we would normally feel as natural. It changes with time, so we can survive. It's about psychology and where our nature is. Nice and spooky. Into the submarine you go. The cool bubble sitting in the lap of luxury here. I'll move my webcam image up so we can see the words. I am wearing eyeliner, just so anyone is makeup conscious, makeup savvy. Wow. What a unique world they've created. Underwater. This is quite the religious game to me. It's very, very, very religious. It seems to echo a lot of religious, world religions. It mirrors a lot of world religions in a different time and different place, maybe. Theories and ideas. Atlantis, it evokes themes of hidden societies, Roman mythos, Roman and Greek mythos. I think in high school I tried to make some connections, some literary connections with the ancient religions, the Greek and Roman stuff, to Bioshock. because the same focus is on, immortality or godhood. Medicine, ancient medicine, are all kind of contiguous with that whole, like, living forever in the future or different places, or secret knowledge, hidden information, hidden data about things people can do that the rest of the world doesn't know about. The abilities of people, like the unknown abilities of human society are unlocked, so to speak. It's like these people can do anything. If you can do anything to yourself, then the environment also becomes subject to, surviving in it in weird ways, and unnatural consequences happen, and people come into contact with things they want in the natural world because they've invented them. They've invented these ways of life, and they aren't physically natural. They're not biologically natural ways to live, but they're surviving and exist this way. They exist and survive this way anyway. In a world that they created, it's much like the world we live in today. We perpetually we keep creating these environments and these ways to survive in them ourselves, and ways of protecting ourselves or making ourselves stronger. We've created our own ways to persist. It's like persistence is so human. It's aggressive almost, but it's the only way we can keep going. There's words beyond our comprehension that describe the way we live life, and Bioshock touches on those a lot. Namely, human attribute of persistence, persisting. Through environments that might be supernatural or unnatural. I mean, this evoked feelings to me of like organ harvesting or organ donation. We recycle people. We reuse bodies. We use the bodies of the dead to help others live longer, live stronger, live longer lives by using the organs inside of others. It's like the atom kind of system is this, blood. It's the blood of life. It's how they, too, and here, this game gets stronger. Persistence. It's about waste management, resources, using resources effectively, not allowing any resources to go to waste, even if there are own bodies, using your own body as a resource is what's really powerful here, I think, is, using body as a resource. Not just food, not just flames for heat or water for bathing or drinking water, but using the living animal body that we're in as its own type of resource. That can be modified or adapted or recyclable resources. I had so much anxiety the first time I was playing this game that I was like, oh, I can't go in the water. I have an electrical hand. If I go in the water, it's going to hurt me. I'm going to get hurt, right? I'm going to get zapped. I spent like hours, maybe, as a child when I was a youngin'. This part, I was like, oh no, I can't go there. But alas, it's bio safe. It's water safe electrical powers, because I have water in my body. There's water in your guy, so of course it's safe to run in the water. I'm gonna zap and whack this Splicer. Cool, he's toast. Smash. Undivided chamber, right? It's a safe spot. L1's equip plasmid. Yep, your plasmids are on your left, bumpers, and your guns are on your right. Melee weapon, nice wrench. Smashy bashy wrench. I was running out of, mana. Nice. Eve. Yeah, it's running out of Eve there. Very fast. Got how quickly you run out in the early game. Like constantly injecting yourself with Eve. To use plasmids. Alright, I guess we gotta hop in this elevator before the whole fucking place collapses. So that airplane just totally wrecked into the whole wing there. That must cause a lot of damage. With all the flooding. That other room was flooding over there, so it's probably pretty catastrophic. a compass. I appreciate games with a wayfinder. This is very helpful. Gun 1. Well, man, they killed babies. When you get to that point in society, that's insanity. That's totally batshit. So sad. They had to start killing their own offspring. It's like a point of diminishing returns where surviving was more important than having reproduction. Reproduction mattered less. It was less important to reproduce than it was to just keep surviving. Like the people who were alive at that time were more worried about staying alive than they were worried about making new people. They didn't need new people, so they just started killing the babies because it was a waste of resources. Survival mattered more than reproduction, so it got very savage in this world. It's kind of what you do see in world cultures that prioritize survival over reproduction. It's a pattern of, like, infanticide. Actual infanticide is insane, but it happens in conditions, certain conditions. I mean, cannibalistic cultures eat babies. That's really the big example I'm referencing. And that's happened in all times, in all places, all over the world, as people have eaten babies. So that's the theater room that we just saw a man get murdered. Grab up all the goodies. Yum, 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 yum. Some dollars, spend later. Oh, crazy lady. I'm gonna shock her up and blast her head. Some ammo, cool stuff. Alright, I think I smacked him out. Smacked him out. He's totally smacked full of lead. Alright. Once again, here I'm using the environment to persistence. Is a maybe way to survive. It's one of the ways survival happens. That's really unique. Kind of something I focus on a lot in the games I play, the shooters, specifically survival shooter games, is persistence, persisting, avoiding damage, taking it, using the environment in a way that's more advantageous to you than it is to the enemy that you're facing. Humanity has many survival mechanisms. And maybe that's a personality trait of mine as well. Personalities are unique. Everyone has unique personal ways that they live life, that they cope, that they move forward in their own traumas in life. I'm a big persistent type in my gaming and in my daily life. There's many ways that we have survival mechanisms. There's persistence, like me. I also would say reproduction, reproducing, is also something I do quite a bit. Like doing the same things, making the same things, reproducing things that you're comfortable and familiar with. Like good food, good food. I like to reproduce good food. I like to make the same food good. I like to make it even better. And I like to keep it. I like to keep the same food. But I reproduce that food, or I reproduce a hobby. I draw the same things. I'll draw the same things over and over again, but I'll draw it in different ways. I'll with my artwork, I'm a reproducer with artwork. I like to reproduce. That's also perhaps why I'm, using the same games here and having a good time. Survival is tied to our personalities. I'm a persistent reproducer. That's kind of my it's a little bit of my inner workings, a little bit of my mind, my own mind in this. No escape. Stuck here with these glowing, creepy red, flaring lights. This cowboy. Look at him. He's such a cowboy. A mafia boss. Mafia man. Mafia man Andrew Ryan. A mafia man Andrew. It is connections to the mafia, right? That's kind of like the overworld story there. That is connected to the mafia somehow. Alright, let's leave those guys alone. Go to the medical pavilion. Something fun to do, of course. You get your own ideas of survival out. Write it down. Gamer philosophy. I'm trying to bring a good philosophical aspect to all my streams. We've got survival mechanisms. buying and selling. That's not the biggest one for me, but economy. Oh yes, economy. Economy is a big one. Economy is a survival mechanism, actually. It's important, and it obviously has helped us survive. Certain animals do have their own types of economy. Even if it's their calories, the way they're using their caloric resources to make exchanges. Different animals use economy. Economy is kind of a unique one. Think of survival strategies. I'm playing Bioshock. It's a lot of fun. They're all just ways we survive in the world. Plants and animals. Intelligent, conscient, sentient beings. Sentient things. Like knowing they have to live. Things know that they have to live. Somehow, some way they know that they have to live. And it's not necessarily that they do it on purpose, that they're doing these out of habit either, or it's some type of combination and calculus. There's like a calculaic function with space and time that happens. And it's just this unavoidable existence. We've got a hacked and friendly machine. I'm gonna type out some good keywords all into here. So right up on the chat, I've got 4 of them out there. We got persistence, reproduction, economy, and innovation as 4 survival mechanisms that I've detailed here. We see them all happening in Bioshock. Save some ammo. Ah! That guy was really aggressive. Totally nailed me. Use of cover. That goes under persistence. So you don't want to be superfluous and have too many of these, because they actually all go under a larger idea. La 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 la. Buzz, 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 buzz. Buzzy, buzz, buzz, buzz. I never really wanted to kill him at first. I'm always like, oh no, 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 don't do it. Don't hit me. Don't be bad. Don't be bad. Don't make me kill you. Don't make me kill you. And I always have to kill him. I'm like disappointed by that. It's just like, these people are suffering. They're not evil on purpose. They're not violent towards you. They don't see you as some specific threat, but they just see everything. They see everything around them as bad. because they're so trash. They're just so messed up and lost. They're just lost people, and it's kind of sad to see that. They're incoherent. It's this incoherence. Right. I believe that's another good survival mechanism, is coherence. And adherence. Something I've talked about with myself before. Like, I've had this internal monologue maybe a few dozen times while we're playing this game alone, and calm and alone. And the survival mechanisms are really cool to see psychologically. You know, everyone has their own preferences. Most people really only choose like 2 at a time, and that's kind of what builds an adult personality. You know, with the course of the day, we all have busy lives. And usually pick only 2 or 3. Only focus or pick 2 or 3 and go about our days. I'm going to be using the chat box to be typing in these survival mechanisms, so we have a good detail. We have some good description on it. Because this lifestyle in this game is so intense. That you can see depictions of very graphic and extreme animal-like behavior coming out of these people. So luckily I'm quite good at hacking. I can do this really fast. I won't waste any time or make you feel frustrated. So with gaming, my big philosophy with it is typically always that it's a puzzle. It's always been a puzzle the whole game. If you see every game that you play as a puzzle, then when you get a puzzle sequence, you won't be bummed, you know? I see this puzzle growing up in Bioshock and be like, oh man, it's a puzzle, boo, I don't like that. This is annoying. But if you see every encounter that you have with an enemy as a puzzle, because you're doing resource management with the bullets, you are maybe using the environment to use your plasmids effectively, then you realize, okay, this is just another miniature puzzle inside of the bigger puzzle. And it's a lot easier to solve without even trying too hard, you know. This is very easy. That was fun. You know, that was fun. This was easy. Now it helps me. Now I got a cool, another turret buddy launching off splicers while I can get a good defense setup, get a good room, make some space for myself, save some space and time, this way now. Guys blasting up grenades out the wazoo. What a pyro. Totally nuts though. I'm gonna zap him. You getting zapped, buddy. Okie doke, we gotta keep on going. We're in the morgue now here. Flaming bodies. Oh, boo, man. Fucking morgue is creepy as shit. Crematorium, I mean. At one of my old jobs, I actually saw the bathroom as a crematorium. I did not like working there very much. It blew, totally blew. I was underpaid. And it was hot. I was working in a really hot greenhouse at one of my old jobs, and I was like going to the bathroom, you know, just chill, walking into the bathroom, and something in my brain was like, crematorium door. That's not a bathroom. That's your crematorium door, Mark. That's your crematorium door. And I realized in that moment, like, I must be very depressed or very anxious about, you know, not having enough money from that job. I should have been paid more or given a salary. Honestly, I should have been salaried there instead of treated like a slave or a lackey. You know, someone, like, I was like their fucking lackey at that job. I was getting cremated. I was getting cremated at work because the job sucked so much. The job was shit. I was getting cremated in the bathroom. The bathroom. It was the bathroom door too. I mean, the greenhouse was fine. I was great there. Psychologically great at the greenhouse. The bathroom was the crematorium though. I'm still scarred. I'm still a little bit scarred and damaged from seeing all of that, seeing this room, these rooms here. It's really fucked up and creepy. Really creepy, scary, 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 but cool. This is cool and fine. This is so cool and fine. Okay, we're gonna go down the staircase now. The bathroom door was a crematorium. Because I was underpaid. Alright, we've already been through there. Alright, new door, new way. Oh boy, a combination of different voices. All these spooky voices. Lighting the lady up. Get lit. Get lit. Get litty. Get lit. Oh man, come on. I need ammo and I need my turret buddy. Turret buddy, where are you? I'm gonna go through this room like Pac-Man. Like Pac-Man eating blocks. Blocka, 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 blocka. Okay. Let's listen to some creepy audio from Tenenbaum. My absolute favorite, one of them. melted the ice. I'm going to buy new bullets, I hope. I'm about to stop the stream, actually pause the game, and then use the restroom real quick, because it's been almost an hour. And then I'll be right back. I'm just going to mute the mic and deactivate the camera. Hello. I'm back now, and cool. Feeling cool again. So survival mechanisms are still the focus here on this first Bioshock stream. That's, the big expression, big, most important thing I've got to talk about when it comes to philosophies. It's like, what are they willing to do? It's about will, power, also, which is underneath persistence, persistence, it's the emotion. Oh man, it might not be worth hacking that one. Well, the bullets are quite expensive. I'm going to attempt another hack here. Good. Good. Clicky clacky click clack click. Oh wait, we gotta get the horizontal one, and the tube is flubed. We flubed the tube, y'all. We got that hack. Good. So, purchase items. Everything's cheaper. We can buy more bullets. At least one whole extra round of pistol ammo. That's helpful. There goes that nutso grenade guy. You gotta access the telekinesis app. You throw them back at him, I think. Yes, telekinesis plasmid. Telekinesis. 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 Moving things with the radio waves, basically. Movement using, yeah, radio waves, I guess. Gotta burn these guys up more. Alright, running through. We've gotta grab a kinesis module. Very accurate body movements for how somebody who could be on fire would actually be like moving at you, you know, like Jesus Christ. They're throwing themselves right at you when they're burning like that, and it's scary. That's scary, insane. Oh, lights out. I've got footsteps. Okay, Toast. They tried to corner me, but that's not gonna happen. Let's do go audio. Oh, it's a Tenenbaum audio. That's dope. Got some ammo. Oops, I got tipsy. I got a little bit tipsy. Uh-oh. I'm already moving a bit twitchier, like I'm a splicer. It gets in your mind, like this game, the way you move. Like you're tweaking out, like you're a little bit tweaked when you're moving also like a splicer. I feel like I'm tweaking. It's fun. Catch objects, grab them, release to either throw them or press square to drop. Hold L2 to catch grenades or tennis balls. Right. I got a racket. Can I hit the ball with the racket? What? Oh man, you're kidding. Amazing. I just did a telekinesis ball with a racket instead of using the ball. Okay, I kept Incinerate. I can burn them up. Damage over time is very good ability to have. I always prioritize having a good damage over time ability. Stunning an enemy is kind of useful, but only on one-on-one encounters. And you never know in this game when another enemy might show up. So if you can do damage over time as well as distract the enemy or like apply a negative status, otherwise negative status effect on them, Incinerate's obviously a better choice. Aside from the amount of water, you know, sometimes the water doesn't make it the best choice, but compared to Incinerate, it's usually better about 7 or 8 times out of 10 times. Maybe Electro Bolt is more useful in certain cases. So now we've got telekinesis. 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 And it's very useful. We're going to go back to that grenade throwing guy at the lobby and then lobby his grenades back at him and then access the next area, I believe. This game runs like a ride at Disney World to me. I also really enjoy Bioshock because it's very Disney Worldy. I'm like, okay, I'm strapped in. I'm set in to play some Disney World Bioshock. You know, it's like a ride at Disney, but a really dark one. It's a history on imaginary history lesson on how desperate people can be to survive. Smacked my shit up. I gotta save this one last and blast him back. Blaze dead. Okay. Nice little American symmetry. Okay, here we go. I don't got my electro bolt, so I can't shock a machine, unfortunately. And that thing is just going nuts. I'm trying to melt it out. Okay, damn. Maybe I should have kept electro bolt for the machines, but it's a little late for that now. That was a trade I made. Static discharge, cool. Iron industries introduced the latest and more time during genetics. Okay. Yeah, combat tonic. I think this is a telekinesis choice. Is this... I at least have a human meat shield. Nice meat shield. Hit up an alarm out there. Let's avoid it. But yeah, something really messed up about this game, man, is that you'll feel like a splicer. You'll feel tweaked. You'll feel totally like you're moving like them sometimes. because, you know, you're trying to survive, and that's how they move. And really, that's one of the best ways to move. Whenever you are in this world with these people, you've got to move the way that they move. Like, they move the way that they move because it's what's keeping them alive. It's how they live, you know. They don't have a choice but to move this way sometimes. It's fascinating. It's like, again, supernatural. You would describe this as a supernatural environment because, you know, it's might not necessarily be vampires and wizards and, you know, well, it does have ghosts. It does have ghosts inside of it. It does have ghosts inside of it. It does have those, but anyway, hair flip, all cool, all done. It does have ghosts inside of it. It's supernatural, was what I was trying to say. That was the word I was describing Bioshock. It is supernatural, definitely. The people move in supernatural ways because it's a supernatural world. This is a supernatural environment. Even though it's a scientific one. Even though it's also scientific. It's a scientifically derived supernatural environment. Sneak him. Yeah, he's burning. This is a mini boss, I believe. He has high health, so I'm gonna launch an electric buck into him and shock him up. Oh, you just end up toast? Yes, Dr. Steinman is Dunzo. Got his emergency access key. Bunch of ammo for the submachine gun, and you know, the threats dead. He's toast. So we go to the back way of Port Neptune coming up. Got some first aid. Ooh, we finally got another one of those. We were running low on those, and I was like a little bit concerned, a little bit worried. I was getting just a tiny bit worried there. Just a little bit worried, but we're good now. Load some of my guns up. Much money. I'll save the cash and maybe buy a kit later. We got them yelling, screaming, creepy zombie splicers. Light them up before they get in the water. Someone's trying to heal. That must be one of the guy who ran away, or someone behind us, because there's a health station back there. So be careful, y'all. toast. Don't commit crimes. You'll have a bad life. Don't commit crimes. You'll have a bad life. And see ghosts. It'll make you see ghosts. Oh no. It'll make you see ghosts. Oh no. Okay, well, that's the first Big Daddy, a bouncer. He's dead. I didn't kill him, but I feel like I did. I feel like I killed him, so I'm pretty happy. Okay, we can simply say this little baby. I always assume a rescuer, personally. It's just, I gotta be my authentic self, and I see that, and it's immediately like, scoop. I want to scoop you. I want to scoop you. Scoop you, scoop. Let me scoop you up. That's just so sad, you know. Scoop. Scoop you. It's okay. Scooped. You've been scooped. It's fine. You've been scooped. It is so sad. Like, fucking. They use the bodies as resources. Being resourceful with the bodies. Gotta scoop them. But, you know, some people scoop them. Scoop them the other way. They scoop them. And, eat them up. Gobble, 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 gobble. But I'm not like a monster. I'm not a monstrous person, really. At least with children. When it comes to, like, children, like, I smile at every kid I see. I smile at babies always. I personally just can't harvest them. It's so sad. They're too young. They don't deserve that. They're too valuable. You know, they're living things, and they're young. They have lives. They have full lives ahead of them. They have full lives ahead of them, and it's too valuable to waste that. You know, smile at kids. Don't waste their lives. Don't be mean. Don't be a bully. Don't hurt them. Don't hurt the children. They're just children. It's not their fault. I always rescue the little sisters, though, because that's just me as a biologist, as a person, as an only child. I don't have any brothers or sisters. I see other kids, and I'm like, your life is too important, like, immediately. I feel like their lives are more important than most adults' lives. The lives of children are more important than the lives of most adults. in that moment, any given moment, any given moment, the life of a child is more important than the life of an adult, because everything you do impacts the future of that life, Every action has consequences, and those consequences matter so much more, matter so much more whenever you're involved with children or youth. The youth in particular, it's so important. Always smile at the kids, y'all. That's my big suggestion. Big healthy and happy suggestion is every baby, every kid deserves to be smiled at, no matter what kind of mood you're in, no matter where you are, where you see them, or what they look like, whether they're like you, whether they're not like you, whether it's a boy or it's a girl, whether they're disabled or totally abled, whether they have a full able body or a disabled body, they need to be smiled at just the same way. Smile at that kid the same way as you would every other single kid that you smiled at, so that kid that you smiled at doesn't have to feel different or weird or ignored or scared. It makes healthy adults. If you smile at children, it makes healthier adults a healthier society. You have a healthier world ahead of you. You have healthier people. And that's something that's really important to talk about, for me to talk about, I think, is, smile at kids and save the little sisters, rescue them, rescue your little sisters, please. Smiling at kids is too important. Smiling at kids is where I'm at. That's why I always rescue those sisters, I guess. It could be a scientist one day. Can I hack this if I get close enough to it? Oh my god. Annoying. Just melted. Melt. There's another little sister headed. Her must kill the big daddy first. So we're gonna kill him. But once I get some resources together. I got some anti-personnel rounds, which will really help out here from the Dr. Steinman battle. I stole those from Steinman. It's cool. I'm ready to kill him. Let's do it. There you go, dodge. They fry him up enough. Oh damn, he got smacked down that time. He beat the shit out of me. That's okay. Next up, we've recovered in the Vita Chamber. And we will be attacking him again. We'll be running another assault. That goofy dick. Shoot that goofy dick down and save his little sister. Gotta keep pressing on. Game is saying we are somewhere special. I'm insisting on getting all these little sisters. Let's not leave anything back where we can't get it, right? Can't go back that way. But we did get to the Port Neptune access. We finished up with this whole portion of the game. Up to Port Neptune. It's pretty useful stopping point. A good chapter work. But there is this Big Daddy still. That I want to eliminate. Gotta kill him. Let's check the good old map. Mappy wap. Bappy mappy. Well, it didn't say that there's one in the map. And the splicers are just dicking around. Oh, what? I hear one. I hear him. There he is. I'm staying squatted. I'll be careful with that. Well, it seems he doesn't have a little sister with him, so it'd be kind of point. Oh, well, there we go. He's got a sister. I'm frying him. I use all my first aid kits if I have to. At least every hit is still zapping him, you know. Oh man, he totally overpowered me there. I remember where he's at though, so we're gonna try and get him anyway. He's almost down. He's almost down for the count. I got the shotgun. I should probably be using this big boy. We'll blast him up. Okay. I'm finding him and saving these little sisters. Cool, he's toast. Good stuff. Don't tell me there's another Big Daddy with a little sister. That would be so problematic. I have such low health. No health kits. At least I got the good wall health. Okay, let's look at this Big Daddy dilemma. This guy got one. No juice, no shiny juice. Wait, let's see if one of them comes out. Oh, fuck. We got an electrical door that we could possibly buttress at. Oh man. Except I don't have electro bolts. Get blasted, asshole. Your dumb little fucking grenades. Get blasted. You're not opening me up. You are bludgeoning me while I shoot a shotgun back into your torso and up through your chin into your skull and blow your brains out. Go and buy some health kits, and I think that finishes the Little Sisters here. There's that one after you finish the Dr. Simon thing. So there's two. There's the OG one that you saved from Tenenbaum's Big Daddy, and the one that you can get from that fight from fighting there. Now we gotta go to the Port Neptune and finish this level. We can clear this level out, and that might be the end of this stream in particular. I feel like it's a healthy stopping point to kind of grasp the story, the way the story moves. Let's check out my location and where we were going. I believe it's up to the foyer in the emergency access room. This is an open atrium area. This whole thing is overlapping, and it's an open atrium type of space. We can go to the medical pavilion, I think. Yep, and then it makes a full loop. Beautiful level design. It's a very terraced, pretty place. We go up the stairs. All we've got to do is go upstairs and then go through, there's a crouchy place. The emergency access room, I think, is how we get in. Perhaps we have to go all the way through and then around. Is that the way? We go up some stairs in the back. Yes. It's in this room. It's in this room. Don't get lost. Please don't get lost. It's in this room. Then we go up to these doors. Right. We pulled this switch and it's in here. And we go down. Through and to the bathysphere. Pull the lever, and that is all done. So thank you for watching. We had a good little talks about survival mechanisms. We got 4 of them typed out, or 6 actually. They're thought to be, I guess, I think in the philosophy of this, about a dozen to 20 Most like survival philosophers think that there are between a dozen to 20 describable ways that people survive, um, being, in our case here, persistence, reproduction, economy, innovation, coherence, and adherence. So I can give a little short lesson on each of those, being persistence, meaning the ability to defend and avoid harm. If you can defend yourself and avoid harm, then you will be persistent enough to survive. Reproduction, being making food in environments that are proven to be safe and healthy and safe food and healthy and safe environments. Economy, of course, being money, and in most animal or plant models, it would be economy of calories. The way we spend calories is, as animals, is very important also. Using calories as an energy source, or as a economic source. Economy, the economy of calories, the economy of money. We use money. People will use money to survive. It's a survival mechanism. Economy is a survival mechanism. Innovation will, of course, be making new things, making problem solving problems, or making the other survival mechanisms stronger or perform better through innovation, doing something new, making something new. For lack of more specific, more elaborate language, it's about making new things that improve the environment, improve the animal or plant that is surviving within the environment. Innovation. And then we have coherence and adherence, which are two very interesting words that are related and important in that they're how we stick to certain things, how we stay the same in coherence, staying the same way, staying in a place of understanding things, understanding the world around you as coherence, and staying the same in yourself is also this survival mechanism of coherence. And then adherence, we have ascribing oneself to new ideas, to new feelings, new philosophies, new ideas, ascribing yourself to new ideas, or listening to the ideas of others, picking up other ideas, the ideas of other people specifically. So we've got 6 unique survival mechanisms that are all depicted in Bioshock fabulously, and it's a lot of fun to kind of think of which ones you use the most. Personally, they're personality based. Everyone is unique in the ways that they use these mechanisms, and what they adhere to, what they cohere to, what they see as good innovation, what they enjoy to hear about as innovation. Economy, every personality is different with economy. Reproduction, we all have different ideas about what that is and what's valuable about it or not valuable about it, or risky or resource intensive, where your resources are. And persistence, avoiding harm, ways we avoiding harm, and the ways that we defend ourselves when it is unavoidable. When it is unavoidable, it's our defenses. It's the ways that we can defend ourselves. So, hope we have a fabulous evening and enjoy this biologist's little philosophy on some of the Bioshock lifestyle and the world building itself, and how it's based on these survival mechanisms. Take a deep dive and enjoy with your own personality. I'm a persistent reproducer. Those are my big ones. I'm also an innovator. We all do all of these in different times and places, but for me, my personality is that I'm very persistent. I will try to stay the same through and through, and if I have an argument to make, I will stand by it. I won't change unless I'm being told by the masses absolutely that something else is true. And I reproduce her. I like to make the same drinks if I'm drinking alcoholic drinks. If I am making artwork, I like to go to the same patterns. If I'm crocheting and making yarn, if I'm doing crochet patterns, I like to make the same things that I like to make because they make me happy. I reproduce the things I like to make. If it's food, good meals, yummy meals, I like to reproduce my food. I will eat new food. I like new food. New food is fine, but I'm a reproducer of meals. I will make the same things multiple times and maybe upgrade it. I'll change it. I'll add some spices to it. I'll change some ingredients around when I'm making food. So those are my big two, is persistence and reproducing. Everyone is a little bit different though, and we all use these things in your own ways. So hope you all had fun and this was enjoyable, useful stream on Bioshock 1. So have a fabulous evening, and I'm going to paint my nails tonight after dinner. So God bless y'all. Stay safe and have fun. This is Silver Cloud. Stay safe, have fun. Goodbye, y'all.